Hello everyone and welcome back to the St. Michael Podcast, Season 2, Episode 2. Today we are here with Miss Hittel. How are you doing today?
I'm doing quite well, thank you.
Why did you want to become a principal when you were a teacher already?
Well, I had worked in management prior to being a teacher, and my very first year of teaching, I already felt the pull to leadership. So after 5 years of teaching, I took the next step to become a principal.
How long have you been a principal?
Longer than you've been alive. So I've been a principal about 24 years.
Wow.
What did you teach before you were a principal?
My very first teaching experience was as a 4th grade homeroom teacher. So I taught all subjects in 4th grade. Then I had an endorsement to teach math and to teach computers. So I taught math to 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students, and then computers to kindergarten through 8th grade.
What are some of the responsibilities as being a principal teacher?
As being a principal, some of the responsibilities I have include making sure that you are all behaving yourselves. I need to make sure that our curriculum is correct according to the state of Indiana and the Archdiocese of Indianapolis. I get to take care of the budget, making sure that we have enough money to have a school and that we don't go over the budget and need to find money elsewhere. I also have to make sure that the school building is in good shape, so if repairs are needed in the school building, then I need to take care of that as well. And my favorite part is helping to bring people to Jesus, the religious end of being a principal at a Catholic school.
What is your least favorite thing about being a principal?
My very least favorite thing is discipline. I would much prefer to be able to spend time with a student and help counsel them or help get them to a better place than to have to tell them they've done something wrong and take away privileges or punish them. I hate that more than anything else. Not just dislike, I hate that part of it.
When did you decide you wanted to be a principal?
Very soon after I was teaching, I had teachers come, and I think part of it was because I was not a young first-year teacher. I had already had a career in something else. And so people were coming to me even though I was a new teacher thinking I had more experience. And at that point then I thought, well, let's see if I can do something for people and become a leader.
Where did you teach for St. Michael's?
I taught at St. Barnabas on the south side of Indianapolis.
Would you ever go back to teaching?
Yes, I would. If the time and the opportunity was right, I would go back to teaching. It'd be less stress, I assure you.
Where did you go to school to learn as a kid?
I went to a school called Sacred Heart. It was on the south side of Indianapolis. The school is no longer there, but the church is still there.
How long do you go to college to be a principal?
So I was in a real special program. So I had a bachelor's degree. I already had my master's degree, and then I had to spend another 2 years at Notre Dame doing online classes and in-person classes to get my principal's license.
Do you like being around kids in school?
That's why I'm here. I love being around kids. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Do you have any favorite memories about being a principal?
I have a couple favorite memories. I'm trying to think which one is the best one. Oh my goodness, and all of a sudden I'm drawing a blank as to which favorite memory to go with. I love May crownings. I love the memories of doing May crowning and everyone coming together for a May crowning. And I like helping students. So at one school, we had students who didn't have enough food, and I put together a program so that they had dinner every night.
Would you rather be a teacher or a principal?
Well, right now I like being a principal, but I when I went into education is because I wanted to teach. And so as a principal, I can actually do both. I have time when I have to be the leader in the school, and when needed, I can also teach. So I get the best of both worlds.
Is being a principal a financial choice?
You know, for some people it probably is, but when you teach or are a principal in a Catholic school, you choose to do that, knowing that you won't make as much money as you would if you were in a public school. So it was definitely not a financial decision. It was more, this is where I needed to be.
What was your favorite subject to teach when you were a teacher?
I liked teaching algebra. That was probably my all-time favorite, teaching algebra.
Who influenced you to be a principal?
Who influenced me to be a principal? It's a long story. My great-grandmother. She lived with us when I was a child, and she only completed the 8th grade. But she was born in 1881, and she was the smartest woman I ever knew. And I thought I want to be just like her. So even though she didn't have a teaching degree, she was always teaching all the way through her great-grandchildren, and was the leader of the folks around her. And I wanted to be just like her. So that's why I chose.
If you could have a mascot for the school, what would it be?
A Labrador Retriever. They're loyal. They're lovable. So if I ever change it, you would become the Labrador Retrievers.
Do you put a lot of hours into your job?
Absolutely. So most days I'm here by 6:30 in the morning and leave between 4:30 and 6 o'clock in the evening. And then I also work at home. I have my laptop at home, and I'll be watching TV or talking to my husband, and I'm working on things on my laptop. I do the same thing on the weekends when needed.
Do you do work outside of your paid hours?
Yes, every day, every week.
Do you have any other passions?
I love traveling. And I love being around kids. So I have grandchildren, and getting to spend time with them is pretty special.
And this is going to wrap it up. So thank you guys so much for listening to the St. Michael's podcast. God bless.